Hi folks, welcome to another Bluffers to Buffers. I'm Bob.
And I'm Ben. And Bob, in this episode, it's all change.
I'm excited.
All change at Redknob-end Junction. Not only a nice little new logo there, look, but we're starting the rebuild, mate. It's happening. So in this,
4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? So here we have it, Bob, in PDF format. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I think that blue bit there was me. Anyway, so, are you excited for this? So, as we alluded to in the last video, I've had somebody else design it for me because I don't know what I'm doing. As is indicated by the fact that this is the fourth rebuild. This is the final rebuild. So, it's the same guy that did the weathering.
Let me just record. This will be the final rebuild.
Well, I should hope so. A lot of time and effort's gone into this, mainly by Steve, but also by me. I've been, getting stuff ready for it. So it's the same guy that did the weathering.
Yeah.
He also offers a layout design service, and I sent over some drawings of what I'd done. I think I showed you them. Did I show you them?
You did, yeah, and you said to him...
And he basically said, no, they're rubbish. No, he didn't. He was very polite. I said, no, you got some good ideas, but throw it all away, and this is how we're going to do it. So it's on two levels. Look, I'll show you. We scroll up. Look, it's on two levels, so it's proper. So on the base level here, these bits are storage, so you're not really going to see these.
Just the lower level.
This is the lower level.
Right. Okay.
This bit here is kind of going to be the only lower level scenery area. So you've got this is an incline. This takes you all the way up to the upper level. This outer track here, which is shown here.
Oh yeah.
And then you come in up to here. We've retained the existing bluffers, the yard. So that's the yard board there, but we're just moving it away from the wall slightly. So the incline will come up behind that.
Cool.
I've got some ideas so I can keep the concrete retaining walls and that, so it really keeps the feel of what we've done so far. But actually now it makes sense.
But no, we've got a station now.
We've got all the stations. We've gone from having no station to literally all the stations. So you had the station platforms there on the lower level, where the tracks run underneath what will be a viaduct, bit similar to what he's done on his one.
How many stations are we going to have then? 3?
Well, I think that this here counts as an station.
Ah, right. Okay.
But you've got the terminus that I spoke about, but also there we've got 2 terminus there, but you've got through platforms as well. And this bit here, so you've got turntable, engine sheds. So actually, he kind of did it in mind because of the narrative, not necessarily the time of life. You've got a steam depot or whatever that's being modernised. So you've put this traction thing in, so brought up to something that would host diesels. But here we've still got the turntable and the coaling stage and the inspection pit and the engine shed there. So
that could be like our Hovis area.
Yes. But he's obviously incorporated the Art Deco buildings.
Yeah, they're timeless, let's be honest.
In homage to Suburbatron station that you never actually been to.
Yes, I have.
All right. But Steve reckoned you could have 5 trains running at any one time on this.
Whoa.
So I'm quite excited about that, and actually a shuttle running up and down automatically. Cool. So there's lots of operating potential between the 2 levels.
Do you understand the picture?
I kind of do.
Good.
So what he's also done for me from here as part of his service, he's printed all designed it all on A0 sheets. So there are the printers at the minute. So basically we print them out and they're life size then. So we'll put them on the baseboard.
Wow.
So I've got no excuse. I will get it exactly right. It will be as per this, but printed out on A0 sheets. So a pretty, what's the word I'm looking for?
Exciting times?
Yes. Also, and I'm trying to say that what he does in terms of his service, all right, you can go... I said, look, you know, it's got to be proper, so he's spent the time on it, and time is money, etc. But I've got no excuse now. I've got no excuse now. I know it's going to operate correctly because he's explained the workings of it to someone who doesn't really know how things work. So you pull in at the platform, the carriages will be taken away, and the engine comes out. Yeah, exactly.
So how much track have you not got to build this with?
No, it cost £20.
Yeah, obviously.
But right now there's 90 metres of track. 90 metres of track and lots of turnouts, but
it does look pretty mega.
It will be mega, and he's designed it also because the door's about here and the window's about here.
Is there room for you in the shed
well,
still?
There's a lot less room, and it starts lower down. So now, I struggle on your hands and knees to get in there. I mean, we'd have to butter you up to get you in there. Really.
Get the puzzling oil out.
Yeah, but.
I'll look through the window. I don't mind,
because this is like the viaduct thing, and I said about I spoke to you about having railway arches with little businesses in, the sort of thing that we can really get on with. I kind of said I would be grateful of just a suggestion of what you think would go where in terms of infrastructure, because that's where I struggle, because I spend literally weeks trying to decide, well, would that be there, would it not be there, and then you say, no, that wouldn't work like you did originally, which made me rebuild it in the first place.
Only because I wondered where the foundations of the building
well, so
in.
Now we know it's because he's an architect as well, so everything is for a purpose.
All bases covered.
It's going to be interesting to wire up, because what you've got, I'm going to have to install reversing loops, because you've got a track that then enables you to basically turn the train round, because you'd be coming round that way, and then you can switch around, then all of a sudden you're going around the other way. So you have to put in auto reversers, but we'll come to that in a later video. But it's going to be a challenge, it's going to be interesting, it's going to be cool.
This is kind of next level now.
Yeah,
we're getting up there now, aren't we?
And yeah, he's shown me what size baseboards they need to be, so that all the points are on separate baseboards, and I'm going to build it so that it can be taken out when the time comes. Now, the scrapyard is going to have to be what we originally intended it to be, it's just a diorama. Because it was never really intended to be part of the main layout.
Where's it going to be, though?
It's going
to be in my house now, is it?
What a brilliant idea. Might get finished then, might not. But. So that's it, yeah. You're as excited as me, I'm quite excited. I've got a week off to make a start. Is
that why you've taken the week off?
Yeah. If in my week off I can get the bottom level down and working, and our existing board installed there, I'll be happy, man.
Cool.
So
looks like a load of lines on a bit of paper to me, but it does look exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited about it because it's going to be proper. There's not going to be the question of should it be like that. So
the good thing is if you're getting it life size printed out, then at least you know what your curves are.
Yeah. No,
that looks
good. So
are you excited?
I am excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited, yeah.
You excited for me or with me?
I'm excited for you and with you.
Oh.
A bit of me feels a little bit like sad that all that work's just been ripped up.
I felt that when I ripped it up. Let's move off of this now and we'll just watch a little.
Do you remember what all the buttons are?
No, I can't. Transition there, look. So this is a bit of footage of me ripping it up. So I did a little... I don't know whether to overdub some sort of sad music over this.
I'll definitely need a bit of violin. Oh.
But that's ill-fated. That was never going to work, that board.
No, you didn't like that bit, did you? Have we got somewhere for the multi-storey car park? 'Cause I really like that.
Yeah, we'll get that in, don't you worry.
Good.
So, I think the big thing with this is I was kind of reluctant to make that step from it being a functional shed to an entirely a railway room. We're more or less there now. I've moved most things out. There's still a circular saw under that bit of worktop there, but more or less.
You've done little speeded up
time lapse, yeah. Look at
man.
that. Oh, steady.
just the emotions of it all.
Yeah. Brilliantly. When I built this, I glued the straight section to track, but I only pinned the point work, so I've actually managed to save a lot of point work, which I'm well happy with.
So that Big Bob
That is just Bob is these days.
Oh, right.
He doesn't appreciate you calling him Big Bob. It's just Bob.
Well, he's going to have to get used to it. That's what happens in life.
Well, there's a bit of prejudice there, isn't it?
What?
Is it prejudice? No, it's not, is it?
It's not.
It's just an observation.
Factualism.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
He was comfort eating because he wasn't on the thing very much. And
Now you're ripping it all up. Can I request that you find the original Dog
well,
of
no,
Bob?
because Dog of Bob's down the
I don't
decking.
care.
This was a thing. The glue that I used for the ballast is proper strong. It took a lot of effort to break that board, the board with the curve on there, away from the yard board.
Really?
As you can see, there's a lot of faffing.
There's a mallet.
Come on, it's gone. It's out. It's out. And what I've also done this time is I've given it a lick of white paint in there just to brighten it up.
All right.
Granted, this is the smallest brush in the world I use to paint.
You buy a roller.
Yeah. Kind of wish I had. It's tiny, I know. The 25 seconds of time lapse doesn't do the half hour of time it took to do it justice. But
You did have a tiny pot of Umbral white.
yeah, so that's just a little shot of the boys, just as if to say, right, we're fetching this up. Put that on Instagram.
The old truck. That's an ERF, is it? Or something like that?
I think it's a Ford.
Is it?
Yeah. Did you see what I've done there? Barry the Ponce and
You straight in there.
Dirty Gary.
Dirty Gary.
But actually, I'm thinking about this because we're starting this build pretty much from scratch. There's a lot we can cover and hopefully impart our experiences to the people that do tune in.
Yeah, and you know a lot more now.
I'm a lot more confident now in the process of constructing it. Designing it, no, because we've established I wasn't very good at that, hence why I've got someone else to do it.
Which is no bad thing.
No, I don't understand how railways work, so I needed someone that did to do it and just to take away the stress of why is that there? It's there because of this. Even if he's making it up and telling me that that's what... Someone's told me that that's how it should be, I'm rolling with it. I haven't had to make that decision.
Can you use Scotch locks? Yes, okay.
Yeah. I've got an interesting thing to try actually with the
What, Scotch locks?
No, rather than Scotch locks, I've got another technique to have a go at. I spotted when I was on the Car Building Solutions website. So this is it. This is literally, I recorded this last night.
Whoa. From that time you had a railway?
No, distant memory. I've got to cut this post in the middle here. Luckily it's not structural, I'll cut that out.
Right, okay.
Rather brilliantly. There's the old existing board. I just moved it to the other side for now.
So you'll be able to reuse that?
I'm going to reuse that 100%.
Cool.
That's
the heart of soul of...
That was kind of
Redknob-end
what I
Junction.
sort of said when I commissioned Steve to do it. I said I want to be able to reuse that board. Look at all them 20 quids there. Look.
Problem is a lot of 20 quids.
So, yeah.
Add up to 20 quid.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I thought, well, we so much enjoyed the footage last week.
We're back on it.
The reason why we're rebuilding this layout in the first place is seeing this.
You just watch this.
So I thought, let's watch his.
Yeah.
We haven't got a layout of our own to enjoy anymore, so
maybe you should rent out your 20 pounders and just watch them.
We'll watch our locos on this layout.
Excellent. Are we having a canal? Are we in the new one?
If I can find somewhere to put it, then yes. Although I need to change the water method because something went wrong with that one and the canal boat sunk into the water. I cannot get that canal boat out of that water. It's in there.
But then I guess sometimes, like that, less is more. That's
yeah.
just a lovely patch
he's
of grass.
got a lot more space. The problem we've got is I want everything, but I've only got so much space. Well, this is it.
How hard can it be?
Oh, clearly. But that was another thing where I sort of said to him,
that is a rake of
you're conscious when obviously you're going to want everything, and when you're designing it you can only do so much with it, so there is always compromise, but actually I think he's kind of nailed what I was after, and I think we can really sort of go to town with some of it. I've got some good ideas already.
I'm talking about maybe having like the edge of an oval track or something. So
I don't think we're going to have one for that, maybe. I would love to do that.
It's all the things that I really like we're not going to have.
It's space, Bob.
It's almost like it's your railway.
Yeah, I know. But the problem is, because it's mainly station now, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, I suppose it is a railway.
Yeah. it would be nice to have all that green. I think probably the bit that leads where the gradient is and kind of leads to the back end of the yard, there'll be sort of a green area, but there just isn't the space to have every single thing there.
No, and the essence of what you wanted in, and me included, was it wasn't a nice picturesque railway scene. It was
dirty, grimy.
Yeah.
You know, I've yet to find double O gauge crack addicts. I guess it is what you make of it.
You got a 3D printer?
Yeah, this is true. Perhaps I need to save up and buy a 3D scanner. I mean, just poses all these different things, scan myself. The opportunities are endless.
Oh dear.
This.
It's therapeutic, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's why I put this on there. 'Cause you've got to have a bit of running session. Well,
I want to have a little drink of that pub restaurant thing.
There ain't going to be much running session at Redknob-end Junction for a wee while.
Why is that?
Because it's all in bits. But I mean, look at that. That somehow looks, like I said last time, it manages to. The model looks much bigger than just a model, which I think is a good.
The proportions are very correct.
Yeah. Well, I think because of almost the realism as well, and the way it sort of leads into the back scene there, and
we got a viaduct.
That's what he's engineered into it for us. So
lovely.
It's filled me full of dread, saying it's going to be really difficult to construct, but you know, whatever. Because it's curved, that's going to be tricky, and because we're super elevating as it goes around the corner, so it leans around the corner. It's going to be tricky, but I think it's going to make for interesting viewing for the 4 people that watch this. So, do you know what I mean?
But thank you, 4 people.
Yeah, thank you.
This. He's good with his camera, isn't he?
Very good, yeah. Things when you've got a railway, like I look at that and think that must be absolutely huge. But having spoken to Steve, I know that what the difference in height there is, and it's not that big. It's
like 30 centimetres or something.
No, it's not even that.
No.
And it kind of throws you, isn't it? Because you think that this is so much. You think this is so much bigger than it is. The weather on that is just
it's good, isn't it?
Spot on.
And that.
Yeah.
And away.
And away. Love it. But
just sweeps past over the bridge behind some trees.
Proper, isn't it? Proper. Next thing I need to learn is what carriages go behind. I don't think we'll ever have trains this big.
Like when you've lent me Hornby magazine,
but it's still just letters and things, and it means nothing. I'm like sitting there on the throne or whatever, reading it. Oh yeah. BK, SKR, SK, BSO, SO. Oh yeah, and then, yep. By the time I'm up the shed,
it will come to you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. Let's get it built.
It's a lovely pond, isn't it?
It is a lovely pond. I think we're getting near the end of this video. Yeah, look at that. So do you want to do your thing?
That's it.
I don't know if we achieved much in this video.
I know, it was good to... Well, it's the end of Redknob-end Junction as we know it.
And the beginning.
And the beginning is something quite exciting, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah,
I can see by your face
I'm excited.
Yeah.
This is as excited as my face.
Is that what that face is?
Even at Christmas.
I was going to say worried.
Even at Christmas when I got my Thundercat to it that I wanted for ages, it didn't look any more exciting. So please do hit the subscribe button and the one that makes you get notifications.
Yeah, comment.
Give us comments. Bobby likes me to read them out to him.
Yeah,
and
look forward to that.
If you don't already, please do follow us on Twitter. Not Twitter, because we're not on
Twitter.
Don't
Shall I take over?
Somebody take over.
Right.
Sorry.
We're on YouTube,
yep.
Instagram, and on the Facebook.
Facey, yeah.
Yeah.
So, thanks everyone.
Excellent. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.